Rajan. How are you feeling, hon? Hi, Ruby. Well, I'm glad you rested. I think I am too because of the time change. How are you doing, Ruby? Oh, and I'm pretty sure I fixed the dictator bot, so. Yeah, I was still awake this morning when it went back, so I was like very confused for a minute. I was like, wait, what just happened? Because I was like writing. I'm feeling a little better. I think the energies are finally starting to shift a little bit. And plus, I'm getting a bunch of creative ideas that I'm doing. Like, I got the Discord set up for the idea I had that I made into an astrology and tarot school. So, all of you that are sub to me can join it. Here, let me go ahead and put it here so you guys can. That's the link to joining it. There's it's for subscribers only, so it's like a special thing for you guys that sub to me. And hey Kat, and basically it's like a fun community where we're going to be learning. There's different channels for tarot, there's channels for astrology, there's voice channels, so there can be voice chatting. We can screen share stuff on there. There's also meme channels, all kinds of stuff. So I kind of went ham setting that up last night. But yeah, it's only for you guys that are subscribers. And plus, I'm going to be announcing the October winner today at the end after we do the pick a card for the weekly stuff. I'll do the winner announcement, and then if anyone wants some readings, I'll do some readings too. So I got a lot on my list checked off so far. And we're working on emotes right now, so you guys are going to be having those too. And of course, in the Discord, you can use all the emotes there too, because I can upload them there. Hey, Amber, joining for a weekly read instead of a roast this time. I do gotta say though, I pulled some cards for myself, and it was like so freaking sweet. I was like, thank you, I needed that. But yeah, while we're waiting on the others, do you guys want a little Star Temple card? Just a little pull for your energy. Okay, so let me create space for myself here. Go ahead and get Rashawn first. Oh, those just fell out of my hand there. Okay, so this is Rashawn. Got the Cosmic Enchantress with Wishcraft. I attract a steady flow of abundance. And one thing with this is abundance is a lot more than material wealth. So I really feel like this has a lot to do with you starting to allow flow more, especially with how this swirl is happening here. It's like the more you allow the flow, the easier things will just come to you. Like whether it is productive relationships, like the it's like the love that you need, not just from other people, but like for yourself going through certain things, the release of certain aspects that you might even still be having trouble with. It still includes monetary abundance as well. But it's a lot more than just that. And it's just knowing that this is happening right now and going with it instead of feeling like you have to fight a whole lot would actually be a lot more beneficial. So let's see what we get for Ruby. And hey everybody. So we got the 7 sisters. So we got Circle, Sisterhood Enriches My Life. The way they're dancing around here is each of them have their own individual way of dancing, but it just fits so beautifully together. It's like being able to find your uniqueness in this group that supports you so much, and being able to speak it too, because all this blue is like such authenticity here. And it's like knowing that you can trust that and that it's not going to fall away or suddenly blow up in your face is going to give you the foundation you need to keep pushing forward and trusting your instincts more as well, like with your intuition, because this is like such a flowy energy. It reminds me of like the air like intuition as opposed to the water type intuition where the thoughts just flow in very quickly, like a creative flow. So, allowing these very enriching relationships and learning from them is going to help continuously open the flow more and more. Yeah, that was really sweet. And let's see, Amber. And after Amber, I'll start pulling some crystals that I'm drawn to. We'll see for our piles. Oh, you're welcome, Ruby. Well, look at you, Amber. So you got the Amazon Queen battle. I am a devoted warrior of the universe. And what this is really making me think of is what's interesting in this is that she has her left leg going forward. There's a lot of mythology where when there are certain goddesses that are going forward, it's like they lead with their left because that's the receiving side. Like you receive with your left hand and you release with the right. And it's almost like you're open to this receiving energy that you need, but you're also willing to fight for it as well. It's not something you're going to let go if someone comes and tries to push you away from it. Like you're ready to stand for what's yours and you know you're worthy of it as opposed to feeling like you need to back down. And what's really going to help you is starting to learn that queen energy because it's not all about selfish, it's about being broad minded, but at the same time, not letting people pull you away from your truth. So it's like you can respect how others feel, but that doesn't mean that you're going to change yourself now to fit a mold just to make others comfortable. So look at you guys. So I'm gonna pull some crystals that I randomly get pulled to. And let's see. Keep getting pulled back to this one, so we're gonna put this one up here. And this is rhodonite. I mean, that's not rhodonite, that's lepidolite. Um, let's show you guys a little bit so you can see kind of. So let's see. But since I said rhodonite, I should probably put it up here. Where's my rhodonite? So this little rectangle chunk here is rodent. We'll just put two pieces together here, so they can chill out together next to the huge sphere. But let's see. Do the dendritic agate. And we'll do the Caribbean calcite as our last one. Okay, so these are the choices that we have to choose from, and we'll see what cards we're going to use today, because I'm really feeling like doing like a mystical kind of creature thing to go with the Fae and the Fern deck, because I'm just loving using it right now. So let's do, if it'll let me get it, we'll do the Oracle of the, oh, just like smacking it up there. We'll do the Oracle of the Mermaids as our focus for this week. And we'll do the Fae and the Ferns for obstacles and challenges. And the Oracle of the Fairies for blessings and opportunities. And one more. Who do I want as one more? We're going to go with these. For any extra needed advice, we'll do the Mystical Wisdom deck, because the art really flows. My harsh friends. Well, this isn't a roast unless you somehow mystically find a group that gets roasted. Let me go ahead. While you guys are choosing, I will get these out. And then I will do the singing triangle for you guys. Oop, I am smacking my keyboard with things. Work with me. There we go. So you guys. Yeah, you're been getting better, Amber, so you shouldn't be pulling up any messed up stuff. Okay, so Now that I got those out, let me do my singing triangle for you guys. Well, my cat is getting excited staring out of the window. And for anyone that is just joining, we are going to be starting the pick a card soon. And the winner of the October contest is going to be announced after the pick a cards. So we have lepidolite, 2 little pieces of rhodonite, dendritic agate, and then Caribbean calcite. So I'm going to go ahead and start the singing triangle meditation. Whoop! I hit my light. Don't mind that. Sorry for that. My light is a little closer today than I realized it was. So, once again, I'm just going to say the crystals one more time, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started on the first pile for the weekly energy advice reading. So we have lepidolite as our first one, rhodonite as our second one, dendritic agate as our third one, and Caribbean calcite as our fourth one. So I'm going to go ahead and place these in a way that somewhat makes sense. We'll let you sit up here on the box, and then have you off to the side of the box. There we go. And by the way, all the names are in here, so that's why that's kind of chilling off to the side. Okay, so let's go ahead for the lepidolites. Let's see what your main focus or energy of the week is so we have the present, and this is really about, even with everything going on, just really allowing yourself to be present in the moment, but also learning your value as you do that. Because as you are present with yourself, you start to learn more about yourself instead of letting your mind constantly wander away. So, really allow yourself to get to know you this week. And also, I think you guys might be having some unexpected rewards or presents, just something that you're not really expecting to come through. It might even be an opportunity that randomly comes through this week and you're not really expecting it. And well, then, divine sensuality. I wonder who picked this pile. Where's Pauline? But this energy right here is kind of speaking to those that are possibly in relationships, getting in relationships. Um, this is like very connected sensuality. Like, this isn't like just flying by night, like one night stand kind of things. This is something that happens when souls are connected. So, and this coming up as this underneath, it might be that once Mercury goes direct, if something went really sour during Mercury retrograde and it's almost like it didn't seem like, it was almost like something fell apart and it like really broke you a lot, but it made you have to be more responsible for your own actions and it made you have to grow. It's almost like you learning that self-value is making it to where you're coming into touch with your own sensuality and what you expect out of a relationship. So even if a separation happened that wasn't something that you wanted and you really wanted somebody, either they could come back or you could realize that you were better off without them because of what you learned while being alone. So you really have to make that decision if someone decides to come back after this energy, or even possibly, because this is for this week coming up. So this is going to have a lot to do with where you're standing in that. Hey, Scarlett. It was. So let's see, any obstacles or challenges that are going to come up for you guys. We're doing the pick a card, Scarlett. This is the rodent. I keep saying rhodonite. This is the lepidolite pile. Then we're going to have the rhodonite pile next with these two. Then the dendritic agate, and then the Caribbean calcites. So if there's any of those that you're drawn to besides the lepidolite, unless this is your pile and you're sitting here staring at it like you are, this is the weekly forecast. And then plus I'm going to announce the winner of the October contest after I do the pick a cards. So let's see any challenges or obstacles for my lepidolite pile. Oh. So the Nine of Cups came out on the present. Now, this is what I was saying with learning your own value, because this Nine of Cups is someone like this happy little chick here. This is someone that is very content with themselves. They're happy with what they're doing. They're becoming emotionally fulfilled. They're going after their dreams because this is a wish fulfillment card. It's almost like really starting to step into that energy. So, in a way, it could be a challenge since this challenges and obstacles that if you aren't in this energy yet, that's what you're going to be learning this week. You're going to be learning to do this if it's hard for you still, in order to get back into this energy of receiving. And then another challenge obstacle we have here is this Two of Wands energy, with wanting to make a decision and move forward. And the thing is, this is only going to happen in a way that's healthy if you've done this work. Otherwise, you're gonna. I'm saying that, and then these pop out. Otherwise, like I said, we have this decision. There's two twos back to back here, and this is really about making a choice moving forward here. And it's like either choosing what's more aligned, like your soul alignment, or what you're thinking mentally. Like, are you really at the place where you're ready for this? Like, have you done the growth? Or are you just jumping back into it because it's coming back around and you don't want to be lonely? This energy, even if you've been really wanting someone and there was a separation that happened, you have to make sure that if you want this, that you're coming from a place where you've learned and you've grown and you know your value, and you're not just going into something to feel the warmth of another human body. And then this fell out too, which is the King of Wands in reverse here. And this really coming out on this sensuality card can really be an obstacle if this person's coming in and wanting a one night stand, or wanting like a friends with benefits thing, and that's not what you want. You have to be honest with yourself of what you want if this is coming back, because this energy right here is very pushy energy. It's energy that is like trying to, I'm not gonna say that, but it's I mean, we already know this isn't a child friendly channel, but that was just like slapping a D across someone's forehead. Is literally like, I'm sitting here like, oh my god, like really? Like, I don't know whose guide said that and who picked this, but you guys. But anyways, this energy is more trying to come in and break boundaries if you've been building them when this separation happened. That is really, with this Ten of Pentacles reversed, going to show you the lack of security you have with this person. It's going to really do a number on your confidence if you're not making a decision from a place where you are grounded, where you know what you want, and you know that this person is going to respect you, because a major challenge is going to be just wanting to go back for the warmth, because this King of Wands has warmth, but at the same time has no security. And if anything, if you've built any security, this person can wreck it if you allow this to come back in right now, when you've been trying to work so hard and you're starting to get to a place where you're open to receiving what is meant for you, as opposed to um, this feeling of loneliness. And okay, Kat, but your bottom of the deck energy for this one is the moon. Now, this is very interesting since we're still going to be in the after shadow of this moon until today, tomorrow, till the 3rd, which is the same day that Mercury goes direct. So this energy with the moon is still going to be kind of hanging on you guys till about midway through the week. And coming through as an overarching energy, it could be why you're feeling really confused and like you don't know what you can trust with it and needing to make this decision. And the best way to make it is, like I was saying, like you need to know what you're happy with and what you're content with on your own and use your intuition in this situation. Like, is this a soul connect, or is this something that is going to come in and actually mess up a lot of hard work you've been doing? So you really have to not go with the mind and go more with the heart and soul when it's coming to this, because the mind is going to lead you astray. So let's go ahead and see what blessings and opportunities are coming in this week. I like how this is coming out after I keep saying this. So, blessings and opportunities. It's like this is coming out on, like I was saying, with this like self love and like valuing yourself and all this green and her holding her heart here. This is like so much healing and so much work that is coming through this week, but it's also letting you know just how valuable your dreams are and your wishes are. I mean, it's coming out on the Nine of Cups with this wish fulfillment. Really? Why do you want a car that does that? I don't understand it. But okay. But this is really trying to say that, hold your wishes and your dreams close to your heart, because even if others try to come along and try to tell you that, anything that discourages you, just know that this week is going to be a week that might test you and make you want to like kind of back off, but you just need to keep making a decision to choose your dreams over the naysayers. Um, so this coming out for an opportunity and a blessing here with this new beginning. Um, what's interesting is this card can mean fertility and the birth of a child. Even though this is reversed, some of you might not see it as a blessing. But if that is what's happening, it could be unexpected. But this could also be a new idea. This could be something that's coming through. Now, this opportunity that's coming up, you might, since it's reversed, it's not telling you to start it this week, but definitely prep for it. Because if it's coming in like you're presented with an opportunity or like this thing where you can finally start going after your dreams, make the plans for it first before just jumping head on into it, because this energy is more like, let's just abandon and jump in. This is more like, taking the steps and making sure that you have everything you need. Your wishes are protected. You have the strength to hold on to them no matter what. And then we have the find balance, which is more greenery coming in here. So this is really making me think about like self-love, self-care. This is still tying back to the dreams and the wish fulfillment. It's like the reason this is not saying start this week, is you need to find balance right now with what's going on. Like you need to find balance with how your work is, prioritizing that, and family, and taking care of yourself. Because if there's anything that's imbalanced and you're trying to start a new opportunity that comes in, you may end up actually putting a block on this, when in reality it's good to just lay some plans right now and get priorities straight. And then we have, I'm gonna scoot you. We have come together, but it's reversed. And this right here is like I'm saying, like it has the same colors with this new beginning. If someone's offering you an opportunity, don't feel like you're pressured to have to do it right now. Like, just know that you need to find your place where you're stable and your balance comes first, and the people need to respect that, because if it's for you, it will stay for a week. It'll be okay. But the thing is, right here, is trying to tell you that right now is the time for you. You're not supposed to be putting your energy into this other endeavor yet. Like, you can start planning for it, you can start prioritizing, but don't start putting all your energy out somewhere else when you still haven't found the balance yet. And the bottom of the deck, we have flourish, but it's in reverse here. And I really feel with this lovely, where am I going to put you? We're just gonna, we'll just put you here. There. With this one, I really feel as though the reason this is reversed is that you have this opportunity to heal yourself and find balance, and you're not going to be able to flourish without that. I mean, look at how these greens connect here. In order for you to flourish, to like really blossom into this energy, you need to do this for yourself. You don't want to miss out on your own opportunity for growth just because you're trying to step into something else that someone's feeling is for you at this moment. It's like you don't need to be rushed this week to flourish. You need to take your time flourishing. You're almost like a slow bloomer, but once you bloom, it's extremely beautiful, and that's what's needed. Like, you really need to hone in on that intuition, so that way you can know when something is being pushed and when something is you. So that way you know what your growing feels like, as opposed to someone pushing you in a direction. So for these, we're just going to get any extra messages that want to come through this week. For the Lepidolites. Oh, two came out together. So we got the 7 heavenly virtues, and okay then, those 7 heavenly virtues reversed and the 7 deadly sins upright. So I just think you guys got yelled at. I don't know. This is like any other things that want to come through. Well, yeah, that was a mouthful coming through right there. I'll get to that. Okay, you guys got two more that came out. You got this creative wonderment. Ooh, Gabriel, she's coming out to come and kick your guys' ass. She's the one that wants to come out and kick some people right now. And animal bonds, standing up for animals. So, guys, this right here, just all in one. This is like kind of like a what the fuck moment almost, because it's saying not only are you like taking part in these destructive traits, you're closing off the goodness too at the same time. So it's almost like these obstacles and like these rewards and things that are happening. It's almost like if you make the decision that goes against your best interest right now, you're literally going to be like this hedonistic little crazy thing that's like just going like off the wall this week and not even caring about the effect you're having with others. Which, with this, I mean, Gabriel's trying to bring you this like new creative way to follow passions here, and literally, like, she's the messenger here. She's trying to bring it to you, and it's like, well, guess what? It's blocked off because of this. Like, that energy, like being in that energy, completely blocks it off, and she isn't happy about it. Because, I mean, she literally came out here like to tell you guys, I know this is tempting over here. I'm surprised the temptation card didn't come out, but I was asking for blessings and um, opportunities with that. I wasn't doing that. It probably would have if I was saying obstacles. But like this energy being like it is almost like discarding yourself, and like I was saying, discarding your dreams, discarding your value, all that stuff for a minute of enjoyment that completely throws everything away and blocks it off. And this right here with animal bond is saying stand up for animals, which obviously some of you are very connected with animals. I mean, they're like all throughout this reading. But I think this is also saying because, humans are mammals too. This is like your bond with yourself. You need to stand up for your bond that you have with yourself. And some of you might have very strong spirit guides that are animals. So, in a way, they might be around you trying to push you in the right direction too. So, like, that's probably why this intuition was like a heavy over energy here, because like you doubting yourself and feeling like you can't do something is really going to make you miss a lot of these signs that are coming through trying to help you not go down this thing where you really miss out on some stuff this week, because it's like there's opportunities coming in and there's these ways of starting these new projects, but you need to plan right now. You're not supposed to be like running off and doing some crazy mess and expending your energy somewhere that isn't productive, pretty much. Like they want you to be productive this week, but not in the way that you're doing one night stands or anything like that. That's not going to be good for you guys. To cut out meat. But however this is hitting you guys, it's really about staying the creative path and focusing you as opposed to like going outside of you and doing something that's detrimental to you. But I do think it's interesting, Scarlett, that you picked one and you got this animal bond at the bottom. But that is the lepidolite, so, or lepidolite, however you like to say it. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to our rhodonites, our pile twos. I like my pets medium rare. Okay, so go ahead and put you back in your spot. And we're gonna bring out my little bubs. Let them chill right there for my pile twos. Woo! Almost dropping stuff. Today's my day of dropping things, obviously. Okay, so let's see the main focus and energy for this group. Okay, so for you guys, we got Sanctuary, wanting some personal space and boundaries and privacy. This is like a freaking hermit card now. This is interesting. Okay, so we have honor the masculine, respecting men and embracing the masculine divine. And then we have dreams coming out here, and I just knocked a bunch of my stuff over. This alligator is not working with me right now. But we have vivid dreaming, dream messages, and dream teaching. Um, I don't know why this just came into my head, but you guys might actually be dreaming of a male counterpart, and you don't know why, because you're kind of like off in your own little world right now. Like, you're like in your privacy, you're being kind of hermit, but it's like in your dreams, you're like, why do I keep dreaming of this person? Because you might not even know this person, and you're just kind of like, doing your own thing. And it might be coming into your mind quite often, and it's starting to get a little irritating because it's like, I'm not in the mood for anything, but at the same time, I keep having these dreams. And it almost seems like with her, it's a very, like, intimate experience in these dreams, too, from what I'm getting. So some of these dreams can be a little like that. But it's almost like you're really putting up these boundaries here, even though this is trying to come through so strongly. Which, I mean, it doesn't surprise me with it being Scorpio season and all this other stuff going on if people are having dreams like that. So let's see. And let's see some obstacles and challenges for you guys. This is seeming, I'm not gonna lie, this is seeming very funny right now. Like, this group is kind of comedic in oh, that's interesting. So, just on this thing of wanting privacy, there's the Eight of Wands reversed, like this irritability with these messages, and I honestly feel like it's these spirit messages, to be honest, with this wand energy and having these dreams and just wanting your space. If this keeps pervading your dreams, you're just starting to get kind of irritated with it. And you have the universe here, which is almost like, with it being reversed, it's like you're saying no to the universe right now. Like, you are not in the mood for this. Like, you want your space, you want your time, like, quit pushing me. I don't feel like this right now. Like, why am I even having to deal with this? And it's like you anyone that's approaching you, you're like kicking them to the curb. You're like, no, I'm not dealing with this mess right now. I am about me right now with this Queen of Wands. It's like, because this Five of Pentacles here is almost like, I don't feel like it's you feeling like you're out in the cold. You're just like, you're putting anyone out in the cold that approaches you. You're just kind of like, let me have my space. I want my privacy. I want to be able to do what I want to do. I want to be able to move around my house without anyone being there and disrupting my time. I only want people around me that are worth my time. It's like this really big energy of just like being about yourself right now, and it's almost like that's what's drawing this to you, because this top card that came out right here is this Ten of Pentacles upright, and it's like the universe is like, look, we're bringing you all this good stuff, and you're just kind of like, I am not in the mood to be dealing with you guys right now. Your bottom of the deck is even the Hierophant. Like, the universe is like, listen, we're bringing you this great thing right now. You know, I think you'll really enjoy it. And it's like, dude, like this whole thing is like the universe is trying to play matchmakers here, and you're just not here for it. And that's what's funny is like this is supposed to be your obstacles and challenges here, and it's like it's a challenge for you because you don't want to come out of your shell right now. Like you want to be in your space, you want to enjoy yourself, and it's like all of a sudden like you feel like, oh, I'm finally getting like, you know, this space, I finally have it, and now this stuff's being pushed on me. No matter how hard I push it away from me, no matter how hard I say no and get irritated with it and say like I want to be all in love with myself right now, the universe is like, we're gonna bring you this. And it's like getting very irritated with them right now because you've probably told them more than once that you are not in the mood for this, or they've probably been sending people your way too, not just in your dreams that have randomly been complimenting you, and you're kind of like, ick, I'm not dealing with this right now. So, with your guide's very funny sense of humor here, let's see what they got coming out for opportunities and blessings. I'm not gonna lie, this is hysterical. Like, you guys, they are not playing. They're like, this is a great opportunity. You know, like you need to quit looking away from what we're trying to show you. Like, you know, we're trying to show you all the amazing little details and everything, and you're just so not interested in it right now. Like, you don't understand why right now. And it's like they're trying to push you on this journey too. They're like, this is the blessing we're giving you. Like, you can go this week, go for it. And you're just like, what the frick, dude? Like, it's almost like universe is playing nature signs. They've been giving you signs with stuff everywhere. I'm telling you, they're probably annoying the living crap out of you guys right now. Like, this seems like a pile that is like wanting to stay single and not mingle, and the universe is not taking no for an answer at all. And it's like with this opportunity, it's like for some reason some of you really feel like this is going to hinder your healing, but it's like the universe is kind of coming in and saying what's hindering your healing is thinking men suck, or thinking people of masculine energy suck because of things you went through, and like, you know, they don't want you to have the attitude that harms you by closing yourself off for too long, because like this kind of hermit energy here, I mean, it's good for a bit, but if you close yourself off too long, it can end up really starting to affect your, I just heard social skills. I don't know. God, there's these. And then the bottom of the deck is music here. So it might even be that for some of you, you are having a creative block. And it's like you're really wanting to push forward and go after these certain things. And that's why you're doing all this stuff with yourself, and you're starting to get very confused, like, why is this blocked off to me? Like, I'm like working really hard on myself. It's almost like the universe is trying to like push you in the direction by blocking off certain things. Like they are meddling like some really nosy parents that are like wondering why you're not married yet. Like, and there's even the Hierophant here, and I said that, but that's kind of like the feeling I'm getting from them is like your guides are playing like major matchmaker right now. And I don't know why all these readings are sounding kind of relationshipy because I usually don't do relationship readings, but this is like the kind of energy that's coming out right now. But your guides are like very meddling, and you got Archangel Raphael, um, healing of mind, body, and spirit over here. Like these are your extra messages that just want to come through. So you got Archangel Raphael that wants to come in and start talking about like you're not healing right. It's like he's trying to tell you, you know, you're just not doing it right. And in this depiction, Raphael's of feminine energy, and it's pretty much like your healing isn't going to be full healing if you keep feeling like the masculine energy is trash energy, because like the masculine and feminine energy need to be balanced. They're not meant to be looked at as one is better than the other. In their own respects, they do what is needed. And these, I'm telling you, your guys are funny. It's like extra messages, money, just straight up money, right there. They just want to say money. That's some extra messages, money this week. But they're telling you gotta find it like it's a freaking treasure hunt. Like, I don't know who your guys' guides are, but this is freaking hysterical. And then there's this thing here. You're probably friend zoning a lot of people. And they're like saying here, like, you're friend zoning every freaking body. Especially the one they've probably sent to you multiple times in your dreams. You're probably trying to friend zone them in the dream, even. Like, you're just really trying to have your space right now. And it's like, but at the same time, they're also trying to warn you against, like, you know, that antisocial nature. Like, don't push away your good friends. Like, make sure that even though you're feeling this need for your space, that you're not neglecting the relationships that really care about you, because that can be detrimental as well. And one last message. We got Battle of the Blues here. So, if any of you have been feeling very sad or depressed, it's almost like they're saying like now's the time to start taking the steps towards the change, which I think this is why this is being brought up all over the place, is because they're telling you where the change needs to take place, and it's your perspective on masculine energy that needs to change. Otherwise your healing's just going to stay stunted and your creativity's going to stay stunted. um, and then we have for the bottom, sensuality, express your you know, that side of yourself, like with an overflowing cup here, but it's reversed. And it's like this message over here is, it's not like they necessarily want you to go out and start having sex with people, which could be what it's getting, like this feeling of being pushed out of your box feels like when you haven't done anything for such a long time. It can feel like, well, that's the kind of world we live in. But that's not what they're saying. They're saying open yourself up to, like, maybe you're only okay with having like female friends or those that have very feminine energy to be your friends, and you're not open to actually allowing and trusting any kind of masculine energy. It's not telling you to go out and be like sensual. It's telling you to just allow friendships with people of this energy, because in doing that, you are allowing yourself to heal. So they might be being very pushy right now, but it's almost like a desperation push with them because they're trying to break you out of like this little bubble you've put yourself in. So they're driving you crazy in your dreams. They're driving you crazy by creating like blocks. They're just trying to do everything to kind of put you in the channel where it's like focus on what we're sending you right now, because it's not that we're trying to tell you you need to like go out and have sex. I mean, maybe some of you want to, like that's completely your choice. But it's like they're more trying to come in and talk about like you getting frustrated with healing and it being blocked right now, or your creativity being blocked is literally just because you're blocking off this side. Because even not liking divine masculine energy blocks you off as well, because you need that in order to move forward and push through things. So if you're blocking that off and feeling like it's something you don't want to be around you, you're creating a barrier for yourself as well. So this is really about learning acceptance of both sides of the same coin kind of thing, and marrying the two energies, not necessarily running off and marrying somebody, because I don't think that'd be a good idea just to meet someone this week and run off and marry them. But it's like your way to abundance is through doing this and connecting this. And I think they're trying to entice you guys with money as well. But um, that is my. Oh, wait. This is my rhodonite pile. I'm so sorry. My first pile, I did not read what lepidolite was. Okay, I'll read what rhodonite here is, and then I'll read lepidolite for you guys. I am so sorry. I just realized I didn't read it. I knew I was forgetting something. But, okay, let me read rhodonite really quick. So, rhodonite is a stone of compassion, emotional balancer that clears away emotional wounds and scars from the past and nurtures love. It stimulates and clears and activates the heart. It, it grounds energy and balances yin and yang. Okay, like there we go, the masculine and feminine energy. It aids in achieving one's highest potential. It heals emotional shock and panic. And it's good for chakra wise. It's good for the light of the heart and love, and stimulates the heart chakra. And let's see if there's anything else here. Oh, it's associated with Venus and the sign Taurus as well. And it brings calmness, self confidence, refinement, gratefulness, elegance, delicacy, courtesy, tact, alternatives, and the inner path. Um, and it also comes from the Greek word that means rose, rhodon, which means rose. That's interesting. But okay, so that's for you guys. For those who chose lepidolite, let me go back and read that for you guys. I am so sorry. I knew I was forgetting something. So lepidolite brings deep emotional healing, soothing, and reducing stress and depression. Okay, maybe there's a reason why I didn't read it yet, because this pile needed stuff for depression. It dissipates negativity and insists on being used for the highest good. It activates the throat, heart, and third eye chakras and the intellect. It opens the crown chakra, clearing away blockages and bringing cosmic awareness. And It helps to overcome economic slumps, personally or in business, helps to maintain equilibrium, um, help maintain positive outlooks when finances are unstable, protects from outer influences, brings calmness and inner peace, especially when it comes to sleep, soft and nurturing, connects you to your inner child and helps you love yourself. Um, encourages feelings of independence from all forms of neediness. And it helps overcome emotions that restrict you from doing what you really want in life. So maybe that um, was for both one and two, which is why I didn't read it because it seems like it would help both of these piles. But that this is my rhodonite pile, but that Let the Delight reading, I guess, was for both of you guys. That's probably why that happened. But that is this one. So my next one is going to be my dendritic agate pile. A big boom right there. That thing a little better that way. There we go. Okay, so my dendritic agates. We'll see what comes out for you guys. Okay, that's a little, well, that is gonna be interesting. So this pile got these, which is, I know it's more than the others. Where are you gonna sit? You're gonna sit over here. So, what I feel is going to happen with this pile is a split because of how these jumped out. For my dendritic agate, on one side we have divination and time and tide. So there's this prophecy kind of destiny thing coming in, and possibly because you've been trying to manifest something. Because the time and tide is about almost like divine timing, rituals, kind of going with the ebb and flow of the ocean. Um, there's fate involved in this energy over here. There's just like a whole lot of things coming through this energy over here that's very divine timing oriented. And with that being connected to this overarching energy, it's like that integrity of form and spirit coming through in this beauty. It's like the beauty of spirit is coming through here, which seems like there's been so much growth that this divine timing is starting to take place. Whatever you've been really focusing on and manifesting, it's starting to come into play this week. You might see the beginnings of it, or something might just drop in, and it's going to be like, holy crap, because this is something that, like, look at this big wave back here. It's like waves crashing almost. But then we have this other side over here where this energy with the mirror and fertility, is like doing a lot of self examination and learning to know yourself and seeing yourself as you are instead of trying to create a projection that others need. Because right now you have a lot of potential. You have very powerful creative energy right now. Like you actually have the energy to be manifesting like those that are doing this right now. It's just you're in the beginning steps of it. You are in the steps of creation, like gestation almost. Instead of being full blown where this is going to come out this week, this is your week for preparation. This is your week to learn it. Because through doing this, you start learning to love yourself. You start seeing the loveliness that is a part of your soul, and it brings you a different grace. It helps you step away from needing to be the projection that others need and step more into the energy of your creation and your potential, which helps you begin manifesting like how those that are part of this energy already are doing. So there's the ones that are starting this week, and then there's ones that have been doing this already that have things that are coming in this week. But it's all tied to being able to have integrity um, in yourself and the way you're putting out into the world. So I guess I'm gonna have to pull for these obstacles and challenges for both of these. So let's see what comes out here. So we got King of Cups. This is a lot of, there's so much intuition in this pile over here. Like the prophecy, you could have been having dreams of certain things happening, dates. You've been waiting for a while for this. This is something that almost made you lose hope at certain times, but this is like your wish coming true. Like this like mix of energy here, like feeling imbalanced between really relying on your emotion and waiting so long and trying to have this patience and knowing that it's coming and then finally it actually happening, because it's almost causing this imbalance, like not really sure if you can trust your intuition because you've been waiting so long for this. But it is happening for this group over here. It's definitely coming into fruition this week. Um, it's just that you guys are having a hard time letting go with this death reversed under here of things that possibly happened in the past. Like maybe things you tried working on before fell through. And this is something that it's like, it's going to hurt a lot, but you've been doing a lot of the work. And once you finish this step of being able to release that pain because you've been working so hard, it's almost going to be like a floodgate. And for my other side, we got Judgment. We got the Hierophant reversed. And we got the Ten of Cups. So they're basically trying to come in here and say, like, look, things are going to work out for you. But the thing is, you got to be honest. You can't keep putting up the facade over here because you're different. That's what this Hierophant reverse is saying. Like, you need to rebel against the norms here and quit thinking you need to fall into being someone else's shadow, being someone else's um, scapegoat, whatever it is that you're doing. You need to fall into the place where you find that confidence in yourself and in your power and your potential and just go for it with this Ten of Cups here. Because this is just waiting for you to make the choice and choose yourself. Like, this is really divine timing for you guys. So you starting this week is going to be very different. It's going to be out of the ordinary for you. And more than likely, what you're going to create is going to come from a very emotional space, and it's going to come from getting downloads. So it's going to take a lot of trust on your part because, unlike um, this group over here, it's almost like you guys are trying to come into the trust and creating from it, whereas they've been creating from it for a while. They've just been getting a little disheartened because it's been taking forever. But you guys are starting the journey with the same kind of energy that they have. And I don't know why I did that, but I guess this is for everyone. Bottom of the deck is Temperance. So, for both of you guys, faith, like really keeping faith over here, not rushing things, allow things to come as they are. Don't try to push yourself past a certain limit because this is all about moderation. It's about transmuting energy. It's being able to find the balance, which is what our first one needs more, is just having some more balance in trust over here and in faith. With this side, with balance, it's going to come more in trusting yourself because this group has already done a lot of trust and healing with themselves. But this group is learning it. This group is tapping into potential here. It's just don't get overwhelmed with it. Like, don't go into this place where you're just trying to completely devour this new potential and drive yourself into like this hole where you can't get out of it. Like, you need to do this by bits and pieces because it's going to be very new energy to you. So let's see some blessings and opportunities for this first group over here. I think you guys are so used to seeing signs that you're actually starting to ignore them. But they're just letting you know that they're trying to send these to you to keep you going, to keep you knowing that you're protected, that things are coming, that you don't have to worry. And even though you may be getting irritated with them sending you signs and things still haven't happened yet, they're just trying to let you know you're still doing the right thing. And that they love you, they're protecting you, it's coming. Like, just, stay grounded in your energy, don't give up. They're probably still going to keep sending you signs, even though you're tired of seeing them. I mean, they probably even, it's like stargazing. They, they're sending you so much stuff trying to do that, and you're just at this point where you're kind of wanting to ignore it simply because it's like how she's looking here. It's like she's just been waiting so freaking long that it's like, when is this going to come in already? It's taking forever. So, and then on our other side, we have hope. See, you guys are learning this. This group is already knowing this. They're kind of irritated with it, but it's like their guides are trying to let them know it's okay. With you guys, you're learning this new thing over here. You're learning this energy. So you're being told to understand the hope that comes with learning something new and not giving up when things are difficult and keeping your intentions pure. Like, don't do things to hurt others with this. Don't try to use your potential in a way that is harmful or deceitful. And for both of you guys, we have inspiration here. So, with this coming through, this is showing that, for my first group over here, right now, you might not be as inspired, but just try to inject a little more joy into your life right now. I know you're kind of overweighting, but a way to pass the time until this starts rolling in is just do creative things. Allow yourself to express yourself, whether it's writing, painting, going out and staring at the stars without, you know, getting agitated if they're sending you signs in the stars. Just kind of take in the beauty, start taking in the beauty in nature instead of feeling like you're tired of seeing signs. Start just staying in the moment a little bit and getting your balance and your grounding back, because waiting so long has kind of put a damper on that for you guys. So just know that this week you're going to start seeing what you've been trying to manifest for so long. It's going to start coming in. It's not like it doesn't exist. And you're really loved and protected, and they want you to be able to explore these different facets of yourself instead of feeling like you're just, bored and waiting for this. And plus, that kind of makes them feel like you're ungrateful too. So you you need to be careful not to fall into that energy. Now, for this side over here, the inspiration is what's going to help you guys understand how to step into these energies with your intentions and your hope and learning to trust yourself. Your potential is probably very creative, like being able to pull that out. And I heard work with colors. There's just something, I heard fashion. I don't know what is going on with this side over here. Like maybe you guys have a lot of interests that you're not sure where to go with them or what's the right choice, but you're pretty much being told creative endeavors are your potential and you need to go after it, and you need to just do a lot of self-reflection and learn what it is that really interests you and just go for it. Even if it doesn't seem traditional, even if your family doesn't believe in it. Hey, babe. Just allow yourself the freedom to express yourself like how she is. She's just dancing around in the wild over here. And so, some final messages for my split that happened here. This the seven deadly sins. Okay, guys. Um, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, okay, this is literally just what I was saying about them feeling like you could be ungrateful. Um, yes, you've been waiting a long time, you've been working on this, you've been working on yourself, but you starting to get into this mind frame where you're tired of waiting and you're tired of like all this other stuff is going to make you start falling into these really bad habits. It's going to make you lose the attitude that got you to this place in the first place. um, your gratitude's going to fall away. You're going to start backing away from the truth. It's like you're getting a warning in this final message that they're trying to bring out here, that they don't want to see you fall into this, which is probably another reason why they're still sending you signs, even if it annoys you, is because they don't want you backtracking after all this hard work. Like these things need to happen at the right time, and you rushing it and feeling like there's certain things like it should have happened already is starting to bring in that energy that you're ungrateful, that things aren't happening how you feel they should be happening. And it's like this warning here of don't let that overtake you. Don't let it become the energy, because then that's what you're going to attract. You're very in your mind space, you're able to create very easily with your thoughts. So it's almost like you need to make sure you're not creating a delusional place that you're sitting in just because you're upset. Because you've done way too much work and you're too close to the wish happening for you to be throwing that away. And that's why they're trying to keep you from doing that. Yeah, I am, and this pile decided it wanted to be a split pile randomly, so I'm doing both sides. So for my other side over here, okay, so this is interesting. They're trying to let you guys know over here, like coming out with the hope and everything too, This right here is like trying to tell you guys that not having this belief in yourself and not doing the searching and getting to know yourself and exploring your potential, like these new beginnings are waiting for you. And by choosing not to go after this, it's like not believing in yourself, not believing your dreams are important, not believing you have what it takes. It's almost like you're keeping this opportunity from coming in. Like this is the start. Like this is where you can lay your foundation this week is by beginning this. But if you're not feeling like you're worthy of it or you feel too scared to break the tradition and actually step out and do it, then you're going to stay stuck. This is going to pass you by and they don't want that to happen to you because you're at this point where you can start blossoming even if it's just a bud right now because you're beginning, unlike the full blown bloomers over here that are just waiting and feeling like they've gotten too much sun already. But it's like this side's a lot more about patience, and you guys, it's a lot more about confidence. So with our bottom of the bottom of the deck for both of you guys is letting go and learning to let go of the impatience and feeling like it needs to happen now, it's taken too long, and then letting go of the feeling of not being worth it, not wanting to dive deeper, just the overall feeling that you're not worth pursuing your dreams. So dreams coming true and then working towards your dreams. Either way, you have to let go of these aspects that are going to hold you back from doing it. Like this week is definitely going to be a push forward. A lot of changes are going to happen with Mercury going direct and us getting out of this moon shadow phase. There's just going to be energies that are picking up, and then it's going to continuously pick up because more planets are going to keep going direct this month. So this is the beginning of the push of energy starting to turn forward and energy starting to move. So this group movement's happening. You just need to know where you are, which side are you on in this group, and know, do you need patience or do you need confidence? Because this side you have confidence. You just need the patience to wait a little bit longer until the energies shift and they're shooting forward, so it's going. And you guys need the confidence before it shifts forward, so that way you're in the flow of it instead of getting left behind. So let me go ahead and read dendritic agate for you guys. So this is called the stone of plenitude. It's associated with abundance, prosperity, growth, but not just monetary, but in every aspect. So like you guys over here, like all this manifestation, all this growth, all this creativity, it's like abundance in all of these areas. And it helps enhance one's self-confidence and helps with perseverance, like literally both of these, confidence and perseverance, patience, and transforming negative energies into positive energies. And it helps with the base chakra, like keeping it in balance, the root, which is like I was telling you guys, you need to stay balanced and grounded over here because you've been waiting so long. And this also helps with security in the sense of one's own power, which is what this is like. It's going for both of you guys over here. It's like going back and forth between the two. Um, then oh, this thing, get off of my. Okay. Um, I like how I was telling you guys you might want to go out in nature and notice the beauty here, and it has a strong connection to the earth. It's like even trying to tell you guys go out and take some time and like smell the roses. It's great for examination of the self, which you guys need over here. Self-imposed limitations. Patterns, the letting go of the patterns over here. Um, Inner stability, composure, and maturity, which I think comes for both of you guys here. It's warm, protective. You guys literally got the card of protection over here. And encourages security and self confidence. Um, it's good for pregnancy. So I mean, this card literally said fertility. So I don't know if some of you guys are trying for a child or possibly are pregnant. But this could be one of the confirmations for this fertility card with her holding the embryo like she was. Strengthens family connections. Like I was saying, like if you guys are worried about breaking tradition, um, it can help just know that these things, like these fears, might not be as big as you think, and even if they are, things will with time heal. So it seems like it went back and forth for both of you guys. I love how my dendritic agate pile just decided it wanted to bust open and talk about a whole bunch of different things. 2 in 1. Pick a card right here. So the last group that we have is our Caribbean calcite. And after them, I'm going to be announcing the winner of the October contest. Okay. Oof, gotta reach. Get all the way over there. Okay. My last one. My Caribbean calcites. Let's get it going here. So let's see what your guys' focus or main energy is for this week. Yeah, Rajan, I was surprised with that too, but I go with the whatever comes out with that, and that was a straight split of even cards on both sides. So I was like, okay, that's what's supposed to happen then. Okay, this isn't a straight split, but this is interesting. These came out together, but I don't know what this card yet is. I haven't flipped it. Okay. Um, these came out together. And what's the bottom of the deck energy we have here? Okay. This is interesting. This is speaking to me of um, almost like a workaholic energy, because seeing this embracing the divine masculine energy coming out on top of this boundary personal space, like them being like linked together like this, is almost like that energy of like push, 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 push in the form of like either your career or a goal, like just not stopping, like not allowing yourself to breathe almost, and kind of suffocating under the work. Now, with this energy, you also have not seeing the gift that the present is bringing you, like not actually seeing your own value in this, not like it's like you're not valuing your own energy, your own time, anything like that, or other people's time as well, because this could be coming between you and friendships and family relationships. Because if you're really in this mode right now, it's almost like you cannot get out of the blinders. And it's like this week is trying to break that. It's trying to help you step out of that and come more into like being present right now. So you're not just driving yourself into a hole over here with this energy, because it's almost like it's going to bring you to a breaking point where, since you've closed yourself off so much and that's all you know, if you feel like there's no one there for you when you turn and look for them, it's going to be because you push them away. So this overall energy is saying water flight, with heaviness lifting, burdens being cast away, having this weightlessness, which will come with being in the now, which will come with seeing how your time's valuable, how your friendships and your family is valuable, the ones that care about you, if it's a toxic thing, like, whatever with that. But learning to balance your creations, learning to balance your goals with those that love and care about you, as well as loving and caring about yourself. It's going to help lift so much weight you've put on yourself. And the blue of this card, even though it's usually representative of truth, this is making me think of like that deep feeling of suffocating underwater and like having that sadness of feeling so isolated. And with that being able to lift off of you simply from pulling yourself out of this like head first energy, you're going to be able to do a lot of healing. So let's see the obstacles and challenges coming up this week for you guys. Okay, so like this, I can easily see this being a challenge for you guys. We got the Four of Pentacles popping out on this energy. It's like what's mine is mine. I have to keep doing this. I mean, look, even this bunny looks upset. Like, look at his little eyes. It's like he is like so friggin' driven to hold on to these things. They can't go anywhere, and he's had them so long that there's freaking mushrooms growing off of them, guys. Like, this has been going on for a while. And it's really trying to make you realize just how much in this headspace you are. Yes, what yours is yours. It's not going anywhere. Like, you don't have to feel like you're gonna lose it just because you take time for yourself. It's like, it's a very stubborn energy. This is almost reminding me like very Capricorn, Taurus energy. Um, I don't think it's quite Virgo energy, because this doesn't feel to me very, because Virgos still tend to communicate even when this stuff is going on. This is more of like a closed off, like, I am not talking right now because I've been doing my business kind of thing, and that's what's important. And see, this right here, another challenge, like not being honest with yourself, this Ace of Swords reversed. It's like you just completely putting up the thing that this is what's most important to you. You're hurting yourself. You're sitting here, and this sun too, more masculine energy. It's like just this need to go, 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 and not allow rest. It's like this can really affect your health, not just physical, but mental as well. Like pushing yourself like this, like I said, can lead to depression. This isolation, this lack of contact and socializing is almost like putting you in this space where like the only thing that you're valuing is what is coming in from what you're creating. And this is going to continue to get worse if you can't be honest with yourself and like step out of this energy and just realize, like, what is important. Like, what is it that you really want to hold on to and not lose? because you need to learn balance. Literally, right in the middle of both of these, balance is needed. Yes, you can have your work, you can have this goal you're going towards, but be present. Be present while you're pursuing it. Balance it out so that way you're not as burdened. Like, let people in. Like, this energy of like only me doing this and like everyone else needs to just back out and leave me alone is creating this space where you're blocking yourself off and you can't grow. And then we have the Queen of Swords here coming out with the being in the present, this justice, this equality, this truth coming out. But this is also someone that can be cold. So this being a challenge or an obstacle could be just how you're coming off to people. Because, yeah, you could be speaking the truth about things that are going on and being matter of fact, but you could also be coming off kind of rude to them. And they're not understanding why, because they're just wanting to be there. They're wanting to help you. They can see that you're stressed and they don't want you, like, going down like this rabbit hole almost and being lost in it. It's like they can see it and you're very defensive over it right now. And then, yeah, it's like they just want to be able to be there with you and like make you realize that you've accomplished a whole lot. You've been through a whole lot. They want to celebrate you and they want you to celebrate yourself. And the only thing that's going to come in between that happening is you. Like you pushing others away and only staying in this mindset of this one direction going this way instead of seeing the broader perspective that everything can be included if you're just present instead of looking at this is what I got to do, this is what I got to do. It's like having a constant list running in your mind keeps you from being here where people want to acknowledge and celebrate you and where you need to be giving love to yourself. Especially like, the world's crazy enough right now. And then we have the Six of Wands here reversed. This is reminding me of this Four of Pentacles energy. Don't be afraid of what you, stop it cards, stay, stop it. This is reminding me of that Four of Pentacles energy because it's almost like I am not going to get the recognition I deserve if I don't keep pushing. It's like I gotta push myself completely out there and I feel like I'm being yelled at by this pile myself, so um, don't feel bad. Um, it's like you're not gonna get the recognition if you don't keep busting your ass. Like you need to like keep pushing and pushing, and it's like it's gonna get taken from you. Someone else is gonna take all the stuff that you worked hard for, and it's just not the truth. It's not going to happen. It's just really making you spiral into this place where it's hard to get out of because you've built up this fortress almost with this energy that's continuous because having this infinity wrapped around the sword is almost like this continuous flow of masculine energy just pushing instead of being more in the feminine energy and receiving and in the moment so that way this can flow. It's like creating blockages for you. So let's see the blessings and opportunities. Here's a blessing, solitude. Okay, I laugh at this because of how this was looked at, but solitude and isolation are two different things. Because this energy up here is having the isolation with this energy. The opportunity is to learn solitude, to learn peace and rest, to where it's like when you're by yourself, you don't feel like you need to constantly be in this productive state. You can be in a creative state and create for yourself as opposed to feeling everything you make needs to be something for somebody else. Like it can be purely for you, as opposed to this energy of like needing to put it out for other people and like constantly suppressing your own voice, because it's like there's a bunch of creative energy in that wants to come out, and being present with yourself is going to allow that to flow out more, especially if you allow the balance in and allow the relationships to be around you more and to allow the love out of you more. And we got pure intention. It's like this is pretty much the same color as the solitude. It's like this is gonna bring I mean, people already know your intentions aren't meant to harm people. They already know what you're doing, even if you've hurt their feelings, isn't like intentional. You're not trying to be a rude person, and these people really love and understand you. And this is like an opportunity to like go back to that place where instead of constantly fighting for something that's already yours, coming back and realizing that these relationships have had so much patience for you while you were doing this and treating them a certain way, um, that they know you weren't doing it to harm them, and giving that love back to them. Like, this is the opportunity this week to kind of showcase that it's really important to you, that you want to be around them and spend time with them. You want to find a balance, maybe even talk to them and show them that you really have the intention of wanting to work on prioritizing what's important, and that they're important to you and not just what you're doing by yourself. And they'll probably come forward and try to help you with it instead of you feeling like you need to make plans again. Like, you don't need to go into plan mode again. And see, abundance is going to just come rolling in on its own, because it's almost like the opportunity and the blessing is basically you being able to step back and realize everything you have already. And it lets you come into this place where things start flowing. Things just start coming in, because instead of feeling like you constantly need to fight for it, it kind of dissipates and you're more focused on the love that's around you, and you're letting all of the burdens start to fall away. And then once the burdens fall away and the pain starts falling away that you've been putting into this work, so you push it away so you don't have to think about it. Once you allow yourself the healing and the solitude that you need, and like having the intention to really do this, your intentions are going to manifest into like the abundance that you've been waiting for, that you've been pushing for, because you've put so much time and effort into this and feeling like you haven't gotten back the effort you put in, when in reality it's been there all along. It's just waiting for you to recognize it. And then we have this purity here being reversed. It's almost like being able to see, and this is an opportunity too, but it's going to hurt, being able to see that even though you felt you were doing the right thing by doing this, that you harmed other people. And it wasn't like intentional, like I was saying, but it's like coming face to face with yourself and having to acknowledge this aspect and really process it and be honest. Because when you do that, it's like, because this is connected to the abundance, this is like some healing that is happening here. And this abundance is going to come through when you're completely honest with yourself. Instead of lying to yourself, when you're honest with yourself and what your actions have done, then you're going to be able to finally start moving forward. And there's a big opportunity for that. It's like the energy shifting is shifting you into a different mindset. It's allowing you to see, okay, I've made mistakes. I've been doing things that haven't really been the best thing, and it's not really in alignment with who I am to be doing these things. So I need to step back and see, like, what is me right now, because it kind of got lost in this energy. And then for the bottom, there's life energy, and this is like having pretty much all of these, because she has the pinks and stuff in her wings, the yellows, and it's like this is just combining everything, the abundance, pure intentions, being able to get back to yourself, create the way she has the feathery halo. It's like everything's opening back up again. This is like an opportunity to open up what you closed off by being stuck in this energy for so long. And it's going to help bring like joy back. It's going to bring life back into you, vitality. It's almost going to be like you might have felt empty for a while too, especially like because I got kind of like depression, sadness energy from this card that needs to be able to be lifted. This is going to help bring you into that, like by allowing this and letting these opportunities come in. It's almost going to lift off what has been sitting so heavy on your heart, and it's going to allow for the change that's needed. Where can I put you? Put you over here. And let's see if there's any final messages here for Caribbean calcite pile. Okay, now I know I'm being talked to with you guys. Whoever chose this pile, I'm getting talked at too, because Gabriel's one of my guides. But, literally, I was even talking about in solitude being creative and being able to pull from that space you've been ignoring. And it's like this coming out is like it's being brought to you, like it's coming in. Like these messages are like follow your intuition, like these just fell out. Don't deny your healing with Archangel Raphael. There's so much coming in with these extra messages, especially since like both of the angels are coming out here and wanting to say something. It's almost like allow the messages, listen to the intuition. Don't be afraid of allowing yourself to heal. You're worthy of the healing. And get in touch with reality. Embracing the truth. Quit lying. Like this Ace of Swords, um, said multiple times throughout this reading, with being honest with yourself. And abundance is not going to come through money. And let me explain that so it doesn't make it feel like you're going to be poor. But basically, this is trying to say what you are pushing for here by searching for the recognition through what you feel should be your abundance and what you're asking for should be your abundance. You need to realize that money isn't everything. There's a lot of beauty that's already there that's being neglected. And by realizing that, that's how you truly open up the flow. Like even the money is blocked right now because of the flow not having a channel. It's like just allow the truth so the actual healing happens. Like be honest with yourself and what you're doing. I mean, this money thing's making me think of that Six of Wands energy over there. But it's like it's yours. You don't have to like kill yourself getting it. There is a balance that needs to be struck here. There's creativity that needs to be explored, and there's relationships that need to not necessarily be mended, but acknowledged. Because it's not like anything was broken, it was more like what happened was they were waiting around and just getting hurt over and over again while waiting for you to come out of this phase. And in allowing yourself to come together with them and celebrate with the love, that's going to open up these channels and help you with the healing, because you'll be coming into the truth of what you've been putting off for so long. Because you felt that diving into this energy was what was really going to heal you. And so let's look up Caribbean calcite. So it activates one's mind, which helps to channel their own unique psychic abilities, aiding in elevating consciousness, aiding in developing inner vision and clairvoyance. It can help one be more sensitive to the thoughts of others while enhancing telepathy and communication. It resonates with the third eye and crown chakra. It brings a sense of calm and serenity. It helps you absorb knowledge about yourself and where you want to go. It helps with lucid dreaming and astral travel, new beginnings, growth, inner peace, inspiration, intuition, living in the present moment, expanding awareness, opportunities, self-discovery, sense of purpose, stress relief, trust, truth, wisdom, channeling, anxiety relief, calming and patience, emotional understanding and expansion. And planets are Earth and Venus, and the zodiacs are Taurus and Libra. And elements are earth and water. So, whoever chose this pile, you got talked to like I did just now. Yeah, just make a loud noise so everyone knows. But now it's time to draw our winner of the October contest. And then if you guys want any personal readings after that, I can do that. But also for everyone that is a subscriber, I'm going to put the Discord that I made for everybody that has subscribed to me in chat. That is the astrology tarot school that I'm going to have for you guys. And plus it's a place where like we can all connect as a community, we can share memes, talk about funny stuff, you know, all that great stuff. It's just always constantly 24/7 open for whoever wants to talk in it. And you can actually talk in it, you can share videos, because it's not just text. But I'll put that link in after I announce the winner. So that way you guys can join that too. And shake it up before that. And then I'm not gonna look at anything because make sure there's nothing in there. Okay. Not gonna look at anything, just gonna jiggle jiggle. Okay. Cat! Are you there? Cat! Cat, you won! Where are you at? Cat. She isn't here to see that you won. She just stepped out. Where'd you go? The cat won. Yeah, look, that's you. You won. So I'll be able to go over all the details with you and everything later. But that is so awesome. We have our cat winner here. Yay! But yeah, yeah, okay, my kitty's excited for you too. He had to come up here and say hi too because he was excited for you. You wanna come up here? Yes? Okay. Oh, he's smacking things. Here. He wants to come and say hi. Yes, 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 yes. Here. No, you cannot get on my crystal, sir. No. Okay. That's the first thing he tries to go for so he can nibble on them. But but yes, Kat, you won. Which is so awesome that you're here like when you won. That's awesome. But so let's go ahead and see. Does anyone want some personals before I have to go? Because I know none of you really told me what you picked as your piles. I think Rajan picked the pile that I was kind of getting told off in. You want a personal, Rajan? Yeah, I feel like I was getting told off by four. A vibe check. Yeah, so I'll do a vibe check for Ruby for November and December. And what kind of thing do you want, Rajan? Do you want like a weekly forecast or something specific? Because something just fell out for whatever you want. Okay. Whatever you need to know. Well, it's no wonder these things are jumping out at me then. Let's see what else wants to come out. Okay, so let's see what you need to know. These flew out first, so let's see. So, so this energy here, for what you need to know, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so this overall energy here, feeling like things aren't secure enough, and like there's nothing worth celebrating right now, even though you've put so much freaking work in. Um, there's a lot of pinnacle energy here, like whether it's financial or security worries. It's almost like this energy of this is what's taking over. It's feeling like you don't have enough. There isn't enough. Things aren't equal. It's like just this constant feeling that's going on here. And it's like it's chatter in your mind that isn't stopping. And you're trying to ignore it. You're trying to let go of a lot of these things that are blocking you off, but at the same time, you're not letting go. You're not letting go of the different fights you've had to get what you have, to secure what you've had to gone through. It's like you're refusing to let this go. This is like sticking to you like a thorn in your side. And with this High Priestess reverse and this Hierophant reverse together, it's like this energy of rebelling against your own intuition. It's just completely like fighting what's trying to help you right now, not feeling like you can trust it, and trying to do things your own way. And these choices you're making over here might be helping you in the short run, like with dealing with some of these mental issues, but it's not bringing you that stability you need. What's going to bring you the stability is being able to see that you are doing more than enough work here. You are putting in so much freaking work and you're paying so much attention to detail with it that you're creating this space where there's no space for anything. When there's this energy around you of like your intuition trying to take part, your emotions trying to have some space, it's like there's almost no room for them because anytime something comes in, you're fighting it off because you're trying to, you feel like you're just battling so many things at once and like nothing is going your way. And it's like no matter what choice you make, you feel like you're getting stuck in more situations. But this is a frame of thinking here. This is this frame that you're stuck in here with not wanting to release. It's like this death grip on not wanting to release something. And in order to be able to realize that you're doing what you need to, you're going to get the rewards, the abundance, everything you need, you're going to get it without killing yourself. Literally. Like you need to realize that by letting go of this mentality and shutting everything off from you and constantly fighting anyone that tells you otherwise, like they might even be stepping in and telling you that you need to take a break and that you need to look at what you're doing to yourself, like you feeling like you're not stable or like you don't have enough or you're not grounded and your energy is just completely erratic is making it to where you can't see what's right in front of you because you're only focused on what you used to see. Because this might not necessarily be the case anymore. It might be different, but you can't see past this. You need to be able to like pull yourself out a little bit and allow yourself to see what's going on here and finally move past it. Otherwise, you're gonna keep fighting everything. Like it's almost like this feeling of needing to have so much control, but since you don't have enough, you're gonna start making decisions that are not good for you. So let's see. So we got motivation, which is kind of cool. It's about the same color as the cards. Find, yeah, this is them once again, that find balance thing coming out. And believe. And this, where am I going to put you? Put you over here. Oh, push. So, we have motivation, But the thing is, you have to kind of reassess what is motivating you. Like, is it this mindset over here that's motivating you to do things and pushing you further down into like this headspace? Or is what's motivating you happiness? Like, you need to do things from a place that bring you joy and happiness, not from a place of scarcity and fear, because that's what you're going to keep creating and perpetuating. Like, that's what keeps bringing this imbalance, because the more you keep trying to create from this space, the less grounded you become, the less aware of yourself that you become and your surroundings. Because when you're motivated by fear, what happens is you lose touch with what's going on around you. You lose touch with what is trying to be brought in to help you because you are choosing to rebel against your intuition. It's like, how can you believe in something right now when you feel like you're fighting for everything? But it's like you're trying to be pushed in the direction where you realize you don't have to fight so much. Like, they're wanting you to understand that your motivation can come from a calm place. It's actually better for you if it comes from a calm place, if it comes from a place of peace, as opposed to coming from a place of like this brash action that just needs to like go forward, and to quit talking to yourself and telling yourself your emotions don't deserve space. And they're kind of really telling you to take a walk with yourself right now, like really be honest with yourself. And also, with this stargazing, it's like really think about the energies around you. Take in what's going on around you, as opposed to being so stuck in this energy of just shoving forward no matter what is happening on the outside or even the inside, because a lot of the inside of you is very blocked off right now because you're just fighting it so much. But this believing in magic is almost like allowing you to see that things are naturally going to take place. It's just you have to allow nature to take its course here with this death card. You have to let this painful memory or circumstance or whatever it is allow its natural death to happen instead of fighting it, like fighting for it. Like, you need to allow it its final piece and to leave, so that way you can carry on and do what you're meant to do, as opposed to feeling like you're just stuck and like you have to keep fighting when you've already created your foundation. You've done this work, you've laid out everything, you've worked extremely hard. It's not going to go away. This is yours. No one can take it from you. But you can make yourself sick if you don't step back and balance things out here. So you really need to take care of yourself here, and also kind of step back and start believing in yourself again, because it's like you're losing that right now because you're so focused on what you feel will bring you security in this time. But in reality, what it's going to do is it's going to keep creating more of this need because it's coming from fear and not security. But that's what's coming through for you, hun. And you're welcome, Rashawn. Of course, Bay. So we're gonna do a vibe check for November and December for Ruby. Let's check out some vibes. Okay, so I'm gonna let this top VR November and this VR December. So we're just going to run with that. So for November, we have Queen of Cups so far, which is good. You know, stepping up into that energy, letting some burdens fall away with this Nine of Wands reversed, like allowing that creativity to finally start flowing, getting more confident, allowing shit to die. Good job, Ruby, and just being like, that shit hurt, but it's gone. But it's like really working through that. And then, ooh, we got some Two of Cups energy coming in here. And this is for Ruby. She wanted a vibe check for November and December. So we're gonna check out some vibes for her. Kill that shit. But you have to realize, Ruby, this Two of Cups energy could literally be same wavelengths, like soul connection. It doesn't have to go run off and be romantic. So definitely, there's going to be opportunities coming in. There's going to be like this feeling of really close soul connection, camaraderie. Um, I'm not going to push relationship on you because of that huge no, but I mean, you never know. It's a whole freaking month. I mean, even if anything, it might start as a friendship. So don't rule everything out, but you know, just the energies there. And then we got some judgment coming in. We got some divine peoples coming in and saying what they want to say on this. Stop falling over. Stop falling over. There we go. But we have your guides coming in here wanting to say, like, you know, things are working out for you because you're doing this work, and some of the stuff that's getting sent to you is because of this work you're doing. It's all yours. And that popped out. And then we got the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So what this makes me feel here is there was something during this month that possibly you're going to put a whole lot of work into. There we go. Okay. So working now? So we got it. Oh great. Now you guys can't see my hand. Okay, Kat, I'll talk to you later. You butthead. Okay. You guys see me now? Okay, good. Random technical difficulties for your November read, Ruby. So, we got, like I was saying, you're in your Queen of Cups energy for November. You're going to be very in that healing, intuition vibe, that creative vibe, and you're going to be able to let go of certain things you weren't able to before, especially if it was a passion project of yours. You're going to be able to let go of certain things because you know what is meant for you starting to come in. And even though it might hurt, the growth is going to be really worth it and bringing in much needed healing. This could be even the relationship you have with yourself coming more fully into love, like giving the full cup to yourself as opposed to only giving yourself so much and giving everyone else so much. So, this whole energy here is going to be like November is your month of release of things that are still kind of holding you back, but really stepping into your intuitive, creative energy and allowing the flow. So that way, this can continue. So let's see what December has for you. So, December, the very first thing they're telling you is to not run yourself ragged and to make sure you're resting because it looks like when December starts, whatever you released in November, maybe like you're gonna have a flood of inspiration or something, but it's like you need to know to take care of yourself. It's almost gonna be like this energy you started November with is gonna kind of go out the window at the beginning of December, and it's gonna be more like trying to think constantly of what you should be doing, and they're like trying to let you know that that's not the energy that's going to be the best for you. And then we have the Six of Cups. Now, whatever happened in November where you're releasing these burdens, it's almost like you're realizing in December that there's certain things that you remember. There was memories you went through, and you're able to release these memories because it's like this might be the reason why you're having trouble resting or even sleeping. You might be having reoccurring dreams that are coming in as like reminding you of things that you've been stepping away from. Like some of this stepping away energy is still in December. Like it's gonna keep going through both the months. It's gonna be a lot of work. Um, with this Six of Cups here, it's almost like you're learning that the jagged edges of certain memories can be left behind, but you can still take with you what served you and what helped you to grow. And it's almost like this feeling of having waited so long that it could be why you're pushing yourself so hard. It could be why like there's this need for rest that isn't happening is because you're feeling stuck. And like what happened to my creativity, it could affect your confidence. You might come into a time where you're feeling blocked. And you need to be sure that it's not because you're putting so much pressure on yourself, because if you're not allowing yourself rest, you're not really going to be able to have a creative flow if you're like constantly tired and you're just trying to force it. And then we have the moon reverse. So there's going to be a lot of confusion that's going to happen because of this. So this is probably going to be an after effect of November with you releasing so much stuff. It's going to be like this fear, like, did I do the right thing? Should I like go back? Should I like revisit these things because of what it's doing to myself on this level? But the thing is, you have to realize that this is pretty much just the things changing. December is going to be a very huge month with different like vibes in general are going to be shifting huge. It's not going to feel the same as it did in November. We're used to the November energy. We're still, all the major planets are still in Capricorn. In December, they're going to be shifting into Aquarius. There's still some planets in retrograde in November. By the end of November, everything's going to be direct, and then going in December with everything direct and changing signs, it's going to be like all this new energy making you think, did I make the right choice? Because everything feels so different. And you just have to stick in the knowledge of knowing, yes, you made the right choice. Keep working through the energy. It's not you. What it is it's this air energy, this Aquarius energy coming in that's not allowing you rest. You need to let yourself rest. And then we have the Knight of Wands coming in too. So the thing is, this new spark, a new creativity will come in if you allow this. You need to let yourself not be so hard on yourself when these energies start hitting and doubting the choices you made. You made the right choices. You just have to be easy on yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You need to be aware of what you're telling yourself mentally when all these changes start happening. Because if you can do that, what that's going to do is it's going to bring you into this energy where there's this new exploration. There's this new excitement for going into these things, but just don't be too impulsive with it, just because when you feel the spark, you don't want to go right back into the cycle where you drain yourself because you're so excited with it. And then here, oh, that one's trying to pop out, so we'll look at that one too. Yeah, this Two of Swords, it's a big choice for you, but the blindfold's off. You're going to be able to see things for what they are, so don't be stuck in fear with this. Like, as much as thoughts are going to come in and pervade, you're going to be able to take a step back, especially having this justice here and having these divine energies, especially with judgment. It's like having that divine energy come in. These things that are meant for you are either starting to come in or they're coming in, but it's like you can't lose faith. You can't stop thinking that this isn't for you, because if you start choosing the way where you're giving up on yourself even though you know the truth, and you're running yourself into the ground even though you know that's not good for you, then you're going to perpetuate this energy. It's like you're going to just create this because you have very strong creation during both of these months. But what's going to really affect it for you is how you take care of yourself. It's not going to be what you're necessarily getting from others or anything like that. It's going to be what are you giving yourself while you're creating, so that you can allow this growth to keep happening. So let's pull you two for each month and see. Okay, so for November, So going through all this stuff, this is like I was saying, feeling extremely drained and feeling isolated when you're going through this by yourself. Because obviously no one else knows your journey. I mean, you can talk about it and you can like express yourself, but at the same time, no one's gonna understand at the same level, and that's what you're gonna keep thinking about. Um, Make sure you rein in your mind because that's what's going to keep this moving forward, because you're going to be going through breaking a lot of tough cycles, especially when it comes to like allowing the death of something that was once very treasured. It can really drain you. And being in this Queen of Cups energy will really help you. It's like that energy you need to keep for the month of November in order to work through these things. Stay attached to your intuition, stay attached to the healing and the nurturing, and make sure you just keep that all over. Just like that just needs to be you. Otherwise, you're just going to get very drained and you're going to become very self isolating because you feel like no one understands you, and that can actually work against you. And let's do two for December. That one will not stay in the stack. Okay. I I pulled that out and it's like lack of wisdom. I'm like, you guys are rude. But they're just pretty much calling you out. Like, you know better is pretty much what they're saying with this card. Like, you know taking care of yourself is important. And if you decide not to, that's going against like what you've learned. Like, you've learned this lesson already. So why are you going to let this happen again? And with all this green, this is like very healing energy, and they're like saying you need to rest, you need to allow like yourself time to like work through these things, don't push yourself. And it's like, don't, when it's like, it's almost like they're trying to like tap you on the head and like keep telling you like you know better, don't do it. And then we have music in reverse over here with this creativity. But this right here is telling me in December you need to be kind to yourself if you're trying to create music and you're getting blocks. Like, don't beat yourself up, because I know that possibly in November you're probably going to have a lot of spurts of ideas as you're releasing things. But when December hits, it's trying to tell you to take a rest. And if new things come in, you can write it down, but don't get upset if it's like an ebb and flow. It's not like a complete thought, because if you're getting upset that what you're trying to create isn't coming to you all at once, it's going to put you back in the space where you're just stuck and not trusting again. And then you're not going to be choosing yourself. You're going to be choosing the anxiety as opposed to the healing. And then you get fine balance reversed for overall. So both of these months, it's like choosing yourself, finding balance, and things are going to work out. And even Libra is balance, and it's the Justice card. Like, this is like all about like choosing to balance yourself out and not put yourself in a situation where you completely burn out on the thing you love, because you have, from what it's saying here, it's like you have a tendency to push yourself in a direction so hard that it's like it becomes painful. And it's like there are things that you're destined for here, but you could end up pushing yourself away from it if you don't let go of the past and how you look at things and just allow things to go naturally and allow yourself to nurture yourself instead of feeling like you're not worthy of it and completely creating chaos inside yourself. But it's like you have to get to a place where you don't beat yourself up if you can't create music. So it might be a good idea, since this is a new creation right here with this Knight of Wands and having a music block, see if there's something else, see if there's another creative outlet you haven't explored. Because it could be the way you find balance, since there's all this going on, is you literally try something different. Because music is a love, it's a passion, it's like this huge part of you, and it's like they're trying to let you know you already know this is a part of you. You don't have to fight for it. This is a part of you, but you can't keep beating yourself up. And it's almost like they're trying to help you find balance by letting you know there's all these other endeavors that if you open yourself up to them, it would help you remove the block you have with music. It's like it'll almost free flow it more once you start understanding that, instead of looking at your creativity being blocked as this great enemy and you have to push through it and you're like pretty much jabbing yourself with sticks constantly. So just allow yourself, when you're feeling blocked, try to explore a different channel. Like do something completely different than music and see like if it starts opening up and letting new ideas bubble to the surface. But I mean, I can see how this would play out in November and December with how much stuff is changing right now. Like we're having a lot that's going to be changing this month and in December. You're welcome, Ruby. You there, babe? Okay, so I'll do your reading and then I'm gonna go ahead and hop off and get me some foods. Oh, your first one that came out. Okay, two. They just wanted to jump right out. I don't know what your question was, but those wanted to hop out for you. I don't know. I'm gonna go down there and see what there is. Well, whatever it is, you are having a very rebellious attitude towards it. This is some, I don't know why I just heard this, but foot and mouth energy. Um, yeah, like needing to really balance that out. Page of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. It's like this Pentacle energy. Okay. This overall thing here with revisiting the past over and over and over again. You're just building up stuff on yourself with these burdens right here. And it's like this work, literally the work you're doing is building burdens. Like you've gone through so much and then you're building more for yourself because you keep thinking of these things and making excuses for people. And it's like you really need to ground yourself and balance out this energy, because this is almost like this rushing in impulsivity, not thinking, um, really like pushing your will over here, just like being very stubborn in this energy, but very forceful at the same time. And it's like the reason that this is happening is it's like there's a lot of commotion just going around, like point like opinions. It can be the way people are talking to each other. It's just like there's like it almost feels like an arena going on right now because of the opinions of something that happened. This is something that's already happened, but there's a lot of opinions about it. And you have a very strong opinion about it, and you're taking it on yourself to be the bearer of this opinion, no matter the cost over here. Because even if people are showing up trying to be like, well, here's another way we can look at this, it's like you're fighting this. Like, especially with this Hierophant reverse, like, you are just rebelling completely against these ideas coming in. It's like whatever seeds that were planted, they were bad, and that's how you feel. You're not okay with these that were planted. You want to say that you're not okay with it. You don't care how many people you got to take on to speak your piece. And you don't care if you're looking a fool right now because you know what this was. You know it is what it is, and you're just going to keep going with this. Um, what's interesting here is it's almost like you're getting this grounded balance from fighting in this sense. It's almost like you're not used to this energy. Like you're not used to standing your ground so much on a topic. It's like very foreign to you. It's something that really a part of you isn't used to, and that's why it feels so rebellious. It's almost like you're doing something you wouldn't have done before because of something that was done that you did put a lot of work into and it fell through. And you are regaining yourself and you're working it back up by taking on the challenge, even though you're already burdened enough as it is. You're like, I'm gonna take on this challenge too because this situation's messed up, and I know I seem very out of character right now with what I'm doing, and I seem very rash for what usually is considered my nature. But I know the truth here. I know what happened. I'm not seeing through rose colored glasses like you people are, and you need to start seeing things for what they are. Um, in this sense, I feel, depending on what this situation, because this is like some honest thing here. You might be dealing with people that don't want to see the truth, and you're tired of it, and you're saying it, but it's coming out in a way that I feel is very Mars retrograde energy because these pentacles are very stuck energy and then like how the retrograde would feel. But these wands are like, this reckless, like pent up energy that is just coming in here and taking over. And it's like really rebellious energy. It's like you're telling people to quit wasting your time. Like, they need to work on their shit and quit wasting your time. Because you have a life. Like, it makes me feel like what you're dealing with is drama. And since you see things for what they are, like, to you, it's just pestering you that people keep bringing this up. And it's like just let it lie is pretty much what's happening here. Let it lie, let it be its thing. I'm tired of having to put so much work into all this crap and talking to you people. It's like it's gonna start coming out this way if it hasn't already, because you're getting kind of irritated with how stuck people are on this situation. It's like literally you feel like it's just a waste of your time to keep having to rehash this. Like they need to, like, this healing card is making me feel like you're thinking they need to just get over it already, because with healing that usually goes with the water energy of cups. So since this is like past energy, like this is something that should have been dealt with a while ago. It's kind of how you're looking at it. And this is like this, it's like you really saying here, like, look, you guys can keep talking about this. I don't care, but I'm going to go about my life. Like, I'm just really over it right now. And it's almost like to them, this is like a very rebellious thing to do because maybe in the past you would have listened, maybe you would have entertained it, maybe you would have like felt bad. There could have been so many things that could have been happening that they're used to pattern wise with you. So you shifting and being like, look, this isn't worth my time, and this is like in the past. Like, you guys are living in the past. You need to get over it. Like, right now, this is where I am. I'm in this great space. I'm learning to live my life to the fullest right now, and you guys are dragging me down. Like, the only way you're feeling like you can balance it out because they won't listen is literally by like feeling like you're putting your foot in your mouth, but really you're just rebelling against the shit starting and wanting your time to be respected. So you definitely, I feel like this belief in magic being reversed here is like no matter what they say, it's like this disinterest here. This believe in magic because it's like usually like when you see believe in magic, it's like seeing like all this beauty and like all this great stuff. And with you, you're just so not interested in this. You're so not interested. It's like this is what you're interested in. You're interested in flourishing and doing your thing and having like this great time over here. You're not interested in this crap over here. Like, you have too much to do. And it's going to end up coming out like that. And it's not necessarily going to be a bad thing to come out like that. Sometimes people need to hear it that way because you're working hard enough without needing to take on all these extra burdens that they're constantly putting in your ear to take up more of your time. Like, you can come out rash and say things that they don't expect, and it's not like you at all. But it might help balance some things out. It might help them to kind of step back a little bit and be like, okay, she doesn't want to hear me. I wasn't taking her serious. So maybe now, like, I shouldn't talk to her about it anymore because she's saying the past is past and it's a waste of her time, and that if I keep talking to her, she's just not going to talk to me. And it's kind of like that feeling right here. It's like very rebellious energy. But it's because you want your life back. You don't want to be stuck in this, like, messed up thing down here. You don't care. It's like you're rebelling against the messed up thing. You want your life. Who cares? It should be nicer about it. So, about my. I mean, oh, you're welcome, hon. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be nice about it, but I think if they keep pushing it and it just gets ridiculous, more than likely it's just gonna like push you to a point where that happens. So just kind of like be aware that if they're doing this and they're not respecting your boundaries, maybe before it gets to that place, just say, look, you know, I'm putting up boundaries with this, and if you guys don't respect them, I'm just not going to talk to you. So that way, it's like this thing, instead of you being like mean and saying things you might regret, you can put up a boundary, and then once they see you're not talking, then it's almost like they have to learn to respect it for you to allow them back because your time is precious. You don't want to be wasting it on silly shit. Yeah, that's what's coming out for you, hun. But at least you know where you stand. And it can get really annoying hearing shit from people when you're really done with something. It's like, just let it do its thing and go away, please. You're welcome. been happening. Well, well, I say like this thing said, put up boundaries. See if they respect it. If they don't respect it, then maybe they need the harsh words to understand. Because sometimes that's what happens. Some people have to learn the hard way. But yeah, for those of you that are subscribers, be sure to join the astrology tarot school so we can all hang out. But like I said, that subscribers is a special thing for them for helping me do this and keep the channel up, so I really appreciate it. So I love you guys. I'm going to go eat and take a little self-care time because I got told off in pile 4. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the viewer choice collective reading. So bye bye. You're welcome, Bae. Yeah, it's always gonna be open, hun. And it's just like a once. It's like you subscribe, and it's like for the entire month. And okay, I like how it repeated it after I put it up there. Thank you, Nightbot. I appreciate you. It's like he stopped being a Nazi and just got lazy. But it's just subscribing lasts the whole month, and so like just being subscribed like the once a month thing like keeps you just in the school. It's kind of like, really really cheap school. Plus a great community because we have a lot more than just learning in there too. But yeah, since Nightbot was nice enough to say it again, there's the link again. But I will see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. PST for the viewer collective choice reading. So, bye everybody. Oh my gosh, now Nightbot's just going crazy and wanting to. Okay, I'm done. Like, he's just gonna keep doing this. Bye, guys.